list of notifications.
I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. Waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got some breaking news. Byron Jones retires. Man, this is a loaded subject that we got to talk about. It's so much that we got to unpack here that's going on. It's some crazy stuff happening, but we're going to hit that and more coming up in just a few minutes as y'all come in the building. Hit that like button on your way in. If you're new to the channel, let your friends and family members know about the channel. Your boy is a little worn out, you know. We 2-0, baby. We 2-0. The Dolphins Little League is 2-0 right now. We beat the Dallas Cowboys today 26-12. So we did our thing, man. Shout out to the all of the little ones, all the players, all 7 of them, and my co-coach. Salute to them all. Man, oh man, oh man. Listen, man, we about to break this down, but y'all hit the like button on your way in. Hit the like button on your way in. Now, before we get started, y'all know this breaking news is brought to you by BetUS. All right, NFL picks and predictions. BetUS right now has a promotion that you can take advantage of. $50 of free play with no deposit, okay? Follow the link in the description of the video, and when you sign up for BetUS, you will get $50 of free play without even depositing, okay? You can get in the game without any money. But If you want to go ahead and deposit the BetUS, there is a 125% bonus up to $2,500 that you can sign up for. So if you do put money in, you can get 125% of that right back to you in bonus money, up to $2,500. So BetUS, NFL picks and predictions. Take advantage of it. Sign up for it now, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy and play responsibly. All right. Listen, man. We're about to get into this. Let me make sure we got 100 likes. Hey, let's get 100 likes so we can get started. We got 200 people in the building. Let's get 100 likes so we can get started, because I got to unpack all this. I got a lot to unpack here. It's a lot that I got to unpack. So y'all hit that like button. Come on. Get the like button up so we can get started. Punch that like button. I'm pumped today, man. I feel good. I'm energized. The wife done gave me some days off. She said, get away from the streams. I feel all good and energized. Oh, I just got to say, I love you, baby. If you're watching right now, I love you. I love you. I love you for all you do. All right. TD, they bashed Byron. Hey, they've been bashing Byron for the longest. Now, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, okay? We're going to talk about it. Because I didn't even think Byron was that hurt, as we're finding out right now. You know, even me, and I ain't bashing like they did. I was the one defending Byron Jones all this time, but it looked like they were all liars and wrong. But I didn't even think he was this hurt. Man, I thought he was hurt, but he was milking it a little bit. But man, oh man. Because I was giving a whole different outlook, but we're going to talk about that and more. All right? TD, would you want Ramsey and Poyer? Listen, the whole Poyer thing, we'll see. But Ramsey, it's a wrap. Y'all ain't been paying attention. I thought Ramsey just got traded to the Cowboys 20 minutes ago. From what I saw, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that was just somebody fake thing, but I thought I saw Jalen Ramsey. Let me see, just in case I'm wrong. Maybe somebody was just putting that up. I thought he had got traded. Maybe he did. Oh, they were trolling. Oh, they got me. I was rushing to this stream and I saw it. I was like, what? And then I got on this stream. So I did not verify. So Ramsey's still out there. Okay, good. Because I was like, man, he going to the Cowboys? Man, him and Diggs? I was like, man. But anyway, that ain't happened. So it's still in the works. We're going to talk about all of this. But we got to get 100 likes. Y'all hit that like button, man. Push that like button. Don't do me like that. If we got 240 people watching and we only got 92 likes, come on, man. Y'all ain't got to be lazy to your boy. I know some of y'all here don't like me anyway, but you ain't got to be lazy. Come on, hit the like button. Help your boy out, man. Help your boy out. See, what position do you think your kids will play on football when they get older? I don't think when they get older. I already know what position they're going to play. My oldest son is probably going to play defensive end. Highly likely. That's what he's training as now, a defensive end. My second oldest boy, he going to play receiver and corner, both sides of the football. Lil Carter, he going to play quarterback. In Camden, I believe it's going to be a running back. It's still early for Cammy, but I got running back or linebacker for Cammy, or maybe both. But yeah, they're gonna be straight. All right. Do we got 100 likes? Yeah, we got 100 likes. We got 126. Thank all y'all who hit the like button. Thank all y'all who show love. Thank all y'all who are appreciative of this channel. Thank all of y'all who ain't here to hate on me, but to hear my opinion on everything going on and respect it, even if you disagree. I'm thankful for you all, and I appreciate you, and I humbly say that. That is from the heart, all right? The rest of y'all, enjoy. All right, man. Oh, I don't know why. Why am I in such a great mood right now? I'm like so pumped, man. I'm like lit. Your boy Liddy.
Game day.
Oh, the wife done checked in. Yeah, because we done won. Yeah, you know, it was a tough game today, boy. They had us sweating, but we got the victory, man. But anyway, we're going to get into all that later. All right, let's break it down. Let's do what y'all here to do. We got 253 people watching. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Here we go. Byron Jones retires and leaves a real message, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to read what he left. It's very interesting. It's very interesting what he left, and I'm gonna read it for you all. Let me pull her on up. All right, here we go. Byron Jones tweeted this out. Much has changed in 8 years. Today, I can't run or jump because of my injury sustained playing this game. He said, today I can't run or jump. God, oh boy. I ain't know it was that bad. Everybody, including myself, even though I ain't go hard on him, I was his biggest advocate. But we all need to say sorry, Byron. We thought you Will Fullered us. We thought you Rashard Jones us. We thought you Will Fullered us and Rashard Jones us. So go ahead and flood the comment sections with your sorries now. Just say sorry one time. Sorry, Byron. Okay? Because I didn't know it was this bad. Let's just be honest. Again, I defended this man, but I did not know it was this bad. But real talk, today I can't run or jump because of the injuries I sustained playing this game. Wow. The man can't run or jump, and he didn't play a full season. As of today, it's pretty much been 365 days because he had the surgery around this time last year. It's been pretty much 365 days. So all these people who murdered his character and crucified him like they did Flores on the way out trying to drive a narrative, y'all remember? With lies. Such a shame. Such a shame. But none of us knew it was this. Yeah, we know Achilles is serious, but a year later, today I can't run or jump because of my injury sustained playing this game. What? That is crazy and terrifying and terrible. And prayers to Byron Jones. We hope you get well soon. We hope you get better. Because as of right now, he's still a Dolphin until he officially retires. And yeah, for all those who say, we can't trade anything for him now. That's right. You can't get nothing for Byron now. Nobody's going to take him. And on top of that, he's hurt. Yeah, I know he didn't retire yet, Daniel, but the inevitable is the inevitable. If a year after your surgery, the words you're saying is, today I can't run or jump because of my injury sustained playing this game, and we'll keep going, but later on he basically says it was an honor and privilege to play in the NFL. He's done. We know he hasn't officially retired, but he's retired. Let's just call it what it is. Jonah, I appreciate the donation. Salute to you, homie. Said, happy Saturday, TD. I took a 2-week Dolphin break after the Super Bowl. It's great to see you. Salute to you, Jonah. I kind of did the same thing, but I've been here off and on like every 2-3 days. So, but I'm back now. Well, I wasn't supposed to be back heavy until Monday, but I had to breaking news this. This is crazy. Okay, let's keep on with his tweets. This is the part that is jaw-dropping. Do not take the pills they give you. Do not take the injections they give you. If you absolutely must, consult an outside doctor to learn the long-term implications. Boy, oh boy. I also smell a lawsuit coming potentially. Okay, I don't know, but I smell a lawsuit coming. This man said, do not take the pills they give you. Do not take the injections they give you. If you absolutely must, consult an outside doctor to learn the long-term implications. What is going on with our medical staff? This ain't like this the first time. We just keep having issues. First of all, we get, oh my gosh, I'm just thinking about it. Do y'all remember, and I'm guessing when I say this, but y'all know what I'm talking about. I may not be accurate on this, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. Do y'all remember about 7 to 10 years ago when we had so many injuries and then we fired our medical staff and got a new one? Am I wrong on that? It's something in my head that remembers that we had got so many injuries for like 2-3 years in a row, and then we got a whole new medical staff. Am I tripping, or did that happen to the Dolphins within the last 10 years? Am I tripping, or do y'all remember that? For some reason, I remember we kept getting injuries and we couldn't stay healthy. And it was during the Tannehill era. I remember it was like during the Tannehill era, and we end up getting new people in the medical staff. And when you come to think about it, it feels like we're almost right back there, because this year's injuries were like catastrophic, especially on the defense. We were dropping like flies. We were dropping like flies on this team. When you truly think about it, we got players that was undrafted. I mean, we had third stringers in the secondary playing, fourth stringers in some cases. And this is a message not just to the Miami Dolphins, but the NFL. Byron says, and he put in all caps too, he wanted to send a message. Do not, that's what he put in capital letters. Do not take the pills they give you. Do not take the injections they give you. If you absolutely must, consult an outside doctor to learn the long-term implications. That wasn't it. He goes on. He then says, it was an honor and privilege to play in the NFL, but it came at a regrettable cost I did not foresee. In my opinion, no amount of professional success or financial gain is worth avoidable chronic pain and disability. See, you gotta pay attention to the words he used here. No amount of professional success or financial gain is worth avoidable. Remember the word avoidable. This is why I tell you, a lawsuit, I smell a lawsuit coming. No amount of professional success or financial gain is worth avoidable chronic pain and disabilities. Godspeed to the draft class of 2023, and basically told y'all new guys coming in, you better pay attention to what I'm telling y'all. You better pay attention to what I'm telling y'all. This man said, I can't run or jump because of my injury sustained playing this game. You know, with the Dolphins, of course. And they gave him them pills. They gave him shots. And those pills and those shots, he and his team probably believe are the cause of him having major setbacks and or additional problems. And he's probably got professional, personal doctors telling him those things, they can do this long term. And now the NFL is going to be on notice. This is huge. This is huge. So we have our final answer on Byron Jones at the cornerback position. He has played his last down with the Miami Dolphins, I truly do believe. I mean, I think we all can just make that assumption. Assumptions do end up wrong sometimes, but I feel like this is a very valid assumption to make. Now the question is, does he officially retire? Because now he has an injury. I wonder what the contract does now. This is the thing I didn't look into. I wonder the implications of them cutting him with an injury. You can cut him anyway. But I know as far as, well, let me make sure before I put my foot in my mouth. I want to see if there's any guarantees on injuries. See, they already renegotiated his contract anyway. They did voidable years. I mean, Byron Jones last year on the contract was supposed to be next year, but they'll be paying dead money all the way through 2026. In 2025, Byron is a $5 million cap hit. In 2026, he's almost a $3 million cap hit, regardless of what happens today. Regardless if they cut him, he retires, whatever happens, we'll be paying Byron Jones all the way through 2026. Okay? And even this year, even if they cut him this year, because he was supposed to be an $18 million cap hit, he had a dead cap of almost $15 million. But what they'll do with that $15 million is spread it out over the next 3 years, 5, 5, and 5. Because they put voidable years on his contract because he allowed them to restructure and they gave him more signing bonus. So for all those who don't know, Byron Jones made every penny of the $54 million guaranteed, every bit of the money. Matter of fact, I can probably give you an exact. Yeah, Byron Jones made $54,407,000 from the Miami Dolphins as of today. He has already got in his bank account from us $54,400,000. His contract was guaranteed up to $54,400,000. So they paid that out in the first 3 years, and now he has no guarantees, but he does have dead cap because they gave him the cash, but the cap hit so far. Let me see, 33 plus 6. They've only taken 39 million worth of cap hit so far for Byron. That's the issue. They've already paid him his 54 million. He got it in his pocket. But as far as the cap hit for the last 3 years, they've only accounted for 39 million. So what they did, they gave him his money and then they didn't put it on the cap. They pushed it out. You see how the salary cap works, y'all? We've only used about 39 million worth of cap, and that's why he's still got about 14, 15 million worth of cap left. That's why the dead cap is sitting there at 14,804,000 that they still will have to allocate in the salary cap. And where will they do that? They're just going to spread out the next 3 years, 5 million, 5 million, 5 million. Okay? Not a big hit. But this is what I be trying to tell y'all. Even though $5 million isn't a major hit to take for the next 3 years, 5, 5, 5, but when you got 5 or 6 players contracts set up this way, it starts to add up. So this will be the first one that is going to be here, obviously. Okay. Now, another thing, here's what's interesting. Even though they gave him 54 million guaranteed, they also gave him a restructure and a bonus. They gave him a they gave him a $10.5 million signing bonus. But the restructure, 10, almost 13 million just from restructure. So he got a little extra money that they gave him as well just for restructuring. They converted more of his money in the signing bonus. That's basically what happened. Let me see. Is there any other details that we need to know? Let me see. Roster bonus. Yeah, that's about it. That's all we need to know about his contract at this time, okay? So we've seen the end of Byron Jones. Now we don't have 2 elite corners. We have Xavier Howard, who is aging, and a few hopefuls that we feel are good, that we want to be just as good. But it is what it is with the Byron Jones situation. It's just interesting to me. Man, I ain't gonna lie though. It's interesting though, just to know how far off people were. And remember, I told y'all Byron ain't that hurt now. But nobody knew it was actually this bad. Nobody. But it's just bad for the people who really dogged him. I hate Byron Jones. I can't stand Byron Jones. He used us, blah, 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 blah. I can't wait till he's gone. Wasted our money. No, this man was legitimately hurt, and it looks like the organization might have a little to do with it. Looks like the organization may have contributed in his lack of recovery with the pills and injections. And I'm going to tell y'all now, you know what I think it is? And this is pure speculation because I tell y'all I don't like spreading misinformation, so I let you know when it's speculation. I think what he's referring to isn't the recovery. I don't think that he's referring to the recovery after the surgery of pills and injections. I think when he was playing hurt to begin with through the season, those pills and injections they were giving him to stay out there last year, not this year, but last year. I think that's what the issue is. And that's all, again, speculation because I don't know the timeline, but once you have your surgery, the team, they're not the ones that's giving you pills and injections. It's about, I think it's more so before he had the surgery, him playing through it and then continuing. Y'all remember? So he was playing on that field and he wasn't 100, but you know the NFL, they numb you up and hey, you don't even feel it. But what you're doing is making it worse. I think that's exactly what's going on here. So if anything, you need to give Byron Jones that medal saying thank you for sacrificing last year, the year before last. Y'all know what I mean. Thank you for sacrificing even more and playing through it and taking all that crap. Because we know he was playing hurt. He was hurt from the beginning. When he came back, this defense got right and they started playing good. But at the same token, he was out there hurt. He was out there hurt. It's just crazy though. And he did it for the team. But we didn't know that. We didn't know that he was out there taking pills and getting injections to stay on that field. We had no clue. So, man, that's why everybody who dogged him to the 9th degree, just apologize. Say, sorry, Byron. I thought you was pulling a Will Fuller and a Rashard Jones. All right. All right. So once we know more about the cap implications, I'll give you the details behind it. But I think that we do clear some money in this situation. We just have to see. I think we definitely clear some money. But I will say this. I think he's hurt real bad right now. And he can't, like this guy just said, I can't run or jump. And he said the money wasn't even worth it. That means he's in a bad place right now. When you say ain't no amount of money worth what I'm going through, that means this man's body is messed up right now. He's screwed right now. He around here limping and walking slow, and probably this could be long-term implications. And to say that, that's tough, man. I feel for him, and I hope he gets better, man. I hope he gets better, man. This is tough. NFL got to figure out ways to do better in managing and policing this type of stuff. These injections, I mean, just like Mahomes when his ankle, you know, they shot him up, whatever it was. This is a performance. We need you out there. So, and man, boy, oh boy. And they got this thing right here, Mr. Broad Jump in 2015 when out of UConn, when Byron Jones did a broad jump of 12 feet, 2 inches, which is one of the longest ever. It's crazy. But yeah, man, this is tough. First round pick, number 27 overall, his career may be at an end 8 years later. 8 years experience, y'all. First round pick, number 27 overall in 2015, 30 years old, had a good career. But I will say this, I am happy he at least got his bag. You know, that first deal with the Cowboys probably wasn't much at all. Let me see the career earnings. Yeah, with the Cowboys, I mean, he basically made 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He made about $15 million in 5 years with the Cowboys, about $3 million a year. And I'm happy that when he got to the Dolphins, only for 3 seasons, he made $54 million in 3 seasons. So when you really look at it, in those 3 years to guaranteed make $54 million, man, that's $17 million a year. Byron Jones got paid and he ate. But that brings me into a segue because that's the deal with Byron Jones. Now we got to talk about the bigger picture. I got to be honest with y'all. I'm tired of people coming to Miami for their payday and it amounts to nothing. And this isn't a shot at Byron. This is the Dolphins in general. And I hope y'all as Dolphin fans tired of this crap too. It started bad. I mean, Ndamukong Suh, Brandon Marshall, Kenny Stills. All of y'all know these names. They came and got their last payday before they were gone. And in today's era, we're doing the same stuff. Byron Jones, even though you would want him longer, but you know you weren't keeping that kind of money long term. You just wanted it for a window. Byron Jones got his money and now he's done. You just did Bradley Chubb. You gave Armstead more money. You just gave Tyreek Hill the bag. And the crazy thing is, these are the biggest bags that these guys are going to get in their career with the Dolphins. We always give the big bag, and it amounts to what? A first-round exit in the playoffs at best? And now we got all these players on the clock. Poyer, what you going to give him the bag? Jalen Ramsey, you going to give him the bag? Wagner, you going to give him the bag? And these will be these guys' last bags. Why we keep doing this? I'll tell you why. Because we can't draft and develop talent at a high enough rate. Out of every 5 players we draft, 1 hit, if that. If that. And the truth be told, it's not even about the first round. It's not about the first round. It's about the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th round, developing that talent to become NFL starters. TD is changing the narrative because his community pushed the negative Byron Jones news all season. What are you talking about? How we pushed the negative Byron Jones narrative when I was rooting for Byron Jones? Get your cash. I wouldn't come out there banged up either. I'll sit right on that sideline. And I also said at the beginning of this, I didn't even know he was that hurt. I didn't even know Byron was that hurt. You see how that works? Stay zooted at 28 is real simple. I didn't even know how he was that hurt. It's that simple. I thought he was just fine. He wasn't. It's that simple. Now I know. Y'all act like it's a case of, oh, TD thought he wasn't hurt. Shut your channel down and don't come back for 365 days. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in a year. Is that what you're trying to accomplish? So, like I said, man, Byron, this news I'm shocked about to know he was that hurt. But I was more so rooting for get your money. I wouldn't come out there either, wasting your career. Byron getting paid. And I was told that Byron didn't want to come back on the field. I was told personally Byron didn't want to come back on the field. We got love for Byron, just needed him back. Yeah, well, a lot of people were saying they hated him. They couldn't stand him, trade him. I was always rooting for him. Get your money and do you. It's the shot 100 probably. But anywho, man, like I said, this is implications for the Miami Dolphins, but now we got to go in replacement mode. And let me tell y'all something. I don't care how great Vic Fangio is as a defensive coordinator. You still need athletes that can handle it. Let me tell y'all something about guys like Kader Kohu. y'all have to understand something. What did Cater Kohu shock us and look good at doing this year? What did Cater Kohu shock us and look good at doing this year? Playing man coverage. We were shocked. Is Fangio's system a man system? Is he running man coverage? Does Fangio run man coverage like that? No, Kohu played very well covering in man. He got beat. Of course he got beat. Everybody get beat. But he played better than what we expected. But Fangio's running zone. And y'all, I got to get my shirt made, Raggedy Zone. I'm going to get that shirt made. I'm going to get that Raggedy Zone shirt made. But Fangio is going to run zone. That's what it is. I want to hear Sam Madison's side of the story. Yeah, that won't happen. But we running zone coverage, y'all. And I'm going to tell you now, even though it's going to be a little different defense, I'm going to tell you now, this team, the personnel just ain't good at it. Not even the basic cover two. So Fangio's going to want his personnel, but the first year he might have to deal with what he got. So we're going to have to go get a cornerback, y'all. I don't care. Y'all don't believe the hype. Do not sit around here and believe that if we go into the season with the guys we got now and they start preaching, well, we got a lot of guys that show some promise next year and we believe in them. It's a wrap. I'm telling you now. Here we go again with this we believe in them crap. When you're in a window spending all these money on certain players like Chubb, Tyreek, Armstead, X, and all of them, we got to go get it now. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm tired of spending money on guys, but hey, you might want to go get Ramsey. You might want to go get Ramsey. You might just want to go get Ramsey if the price is right. Unfortunately, you got to trade for him. That sucks too. More draft capital. Like, oh. But I'm telling you, watch out for it. Watch out for the Miami Dolphins sitting around here talking about we like what we saw last year from some of the guys, and we feel like the additions in the coaching staff is going to take them to the next level. Beware of that crap. They better not be the same old Dolphins and deliver that crap to us. They better go get somebody. And I ain't talking about no Poyer. We got safety. We good. We good. We just a bad organization with money. It's the decision making. Because I hear all y'all Poyer. Okay. Who Poyer putting on the bench? Who Poyer putting on the bench? Mr. Ballgame said all cornerbacks are young enough to get better. Yeah, we know that, but we're in a window. It's time to win now. We ain't got time for that. Noah young enough to get better, but we ain't got time for that. In a perfect world where we got time and this is the beginning of a rebuild, that's fine. All the corners young enough to get better. But right now we got a 2-year window. We don't have time for the message of they're so young, they can all get better. We need players that are there now. We don't need players that might get better for 2 weeks and then get toasted the next 4 and then play. We need better now. But once again, who is Poyer putting on the bench? Who is Poyer going to put on the bench? Huh? Brandon Jones? So we just going to stop Brandon Jones' growth and just sit Brandon Jones on the bench. A player who actually coming in too, who's improved vastly. So we just going to shut Brandon. One of the few draft picks that's actually playing well and on an upward trajectory. He ain't taking over for Eric Rowe because Eric Rowe don't even start. You see what I'm saying? I think we just name shopping. Now, it's beautiful to have depth. Hey, I'll take Poyer too. Hey, whoever go to the bench, that's great depth. But at the same token, what, we're going to stop Brandon Jones' growth and give him minimal reps? You drafted him for a reason. You just going to shut that down just to go get a Poyer who you never know might be on the back end of his play. Who might just be on the back end of his own play. The man been in the league 10 years. At some point, he gonna start cracking. And from my understanding, didn't he just come off injuries? Didn't he just come off of some injuries? The man, 32 years old. And y'all want to go ahead and bring him in for his last bag and put him in front of Brandon Jones? This is so Dolphin. Poyer wants to be here. Like, okay, I could see if he was Caleb Williams coming out of college fresh and new, and we excited about hearing that. But Poyer, yeah, I would love, who you never know. I would love to be in Miami, whatever all that stuff he was saying. Come on, man. Come on. Brandon Jones has been playing good football at the position he is. I think it's very important to give him this year 3 at that position so you can see the best version of him at that position. I think that it will be doing him a disservice trying to sit him on the bench or move him around somewhere else just so you could bring in Poyer. I think that would be doing Brandon Jones a disservice. We just need a corner on the boundary, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. And who was the person preaching for the last 2 years? We need to go get another corner because Byron and X, they're going to be gone eventually. Who's been preaching for the last 2 years, go get another corner? And I told y'all 2 years ago, trade X, man. Just trade the man. Do y'all know X has declined 3 years in a row? 2 years in a row? His production has gone down 2 years in a row. He is steadily on the decline. Man, God's child with the donation. We win now, but if we have to rebuild again, let's start with ownership, management, scouts, etc., then the players. You ain't never lied. That is 1,000% fact. That's where we would need to start. Period. 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 That's where we would need to restart. Mommy says she coming now for you. Here you go. I know. Nobody taking X, bro. LOL. Yeah, now. Nobody taking him now. But I've been telling y'all for 2 years about Xavier Howard. I've been telling y'all for 2 years. I say, once again, you're going to pay a guy worth 3-4 years worth of big money while we're still rebuilding, wasting time. And if you look at the shelf life of corners, it is rare. They are rare specimens to be great corners in the NFL. Corners in the NFL, it is rare to get a corner more than 3 years of their prime. It is hard to find corners that are in their prime more than 3 years. Nnamdi Asomugha, all of these guys taught you this. It is so rare to find corners that are in their prime more than 3 years. It's rare. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Yeah, look at Jalen Ramsey. You know, guys like that. Yeah, it happens, but it is rare. They are rare guys. And I did not see Xavier Howard being one of those rare guys because his whole career had been riddled with injuries. Straight riddled with injuries. This is why, we could have been had a first round pick or more for Xavier Howard and saved more money. We could have already had great corners in here that were younger. We could already have done that. Could have been done that. Kohu deserves his shot at Byron's spot, and Trill Williams went down with injuries and was CB3 in camp. I get that notion, Miller, but you're like what people need to realize is you're gambling on your Super Bowl run. You're gambling on your Super Bowl run. It's like having an undrafted guy come in and give you 7, I ain't even gonna say good, but solid games. Because it ain't like he wasn't getting toasted and burnt too. It's just that he made some plays. See, Kohu was a guy. Oh, good job, Kohu. Woo, third down, we done. Good job. He batted the ball away. Man, Kohu playing today. Dang, 40-yard pass. Kohu got toasted. That's all right. Hey, it is what it is. 20-yard pass. Kohu got toasted. He was close, though. Ooh, good job, Kohu. Ooh, good bat down. Another good bat down by Kohu. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, he's making plays, but it ain't like he locking nobody down. It ain't like he ain't giving nothing up. He ain't doing what X in his prime or Byron, those guys do. He's making some plays here and there that's making us happy. But at the same token, it ain't no he deserves an opportunity to take Byron's spot type situation. No, you gotta, man, we got 2 years. You gotta go get somebody proven if you're really going after a window. See, the thing is, a lot of us are ignoring the 2-year window. We want to sit here in our mind and be like, yeah, it ain't a 2-year window. They can stretch it out to 3, 4, 5 if they want. It ain't never really a window. Wrong. We are definitely in a window because we have drafted more players than anybody in the NFL in the last 4 years. The Miami Dolphins have drafted more players, especially in a high draft pick, than any other team in about the last 4 years. And a lot of these guys are up for money, and you're not going to be able to pay them all. Right now, you got to figure out Christian Wilkins' deal. But nobody's talking about Zach Zeiler. When Rosenhaus, I keep saying his name wrong, when he's sitting there talking about, we're negotiating Zeiler's contract. We have to let the money match the performance. Nobody's sitting there talking about Zeiler's performance has been just as good as Christian Wilkins in the last 2 years. Not 1 year. Christian was better this year, but nobody talks about the year before this year, Zeiler was better than Christian. Nobody's talking about that. When you put the 2 years of both of them together, those both are neck and neck. Zeiler was the number 3 player at the position 2 years ago. This year, he was like 12th. Christian Wilkins 2 years ago was 6th, and this year he's like 6th. Christian Wilkins is averaging the 6th best player at the position, and Zeiler is pretty much averaging, you take 12 and 3, put it somewhere in the middle, 7.5. They are neck and neck. So when you talk about the money matching the play, he's looking for a deal maybe just under Christian Wilkins because he wasn't a former first-round pick. So we got people to pay. Christian Wilkins got to get his money. Zeiler has been just as important. And now got to get his money. Got to get his money. Jerome Baker, contract situation coming up. And Landon Roberts. Rosenhaus said, hey, they like him. The talk is good. But, we'll see. That's the only one that seems a little frigidy. They're talking about how they want him back, but we got to make it make sense. So even the Landon Roberts contract is a little fidgety. Emmanuel Ogbah. They definitely want Ogbah back. But he's up for a contract extension because he only got 1 year left. So they like talking about it before. There's a lot of guys. So you got plenty of people that you got to pay. So you are in a window because our young nucleus core is about to take up all the salary cap in 2025, 2026, 2027. That's their money. The money for 2023, 2024, and a little bit of 2025 is the Armsteads, the Tyreeks, and those guys. That's the money we in now. But the money that we're about to have to give to players that's already on the roster, big money, former first-round picks. This is why. This is why we are in a 2-year window. This year coming up and next year. After that, it's going to be robbing Peter to pay Paul for the next few years after that. It's going to be constantly robbing Peter to pay Paul. Truth be told, we're about to do a little bit of robbing Peter to pay Paul this offseason. We're going to be restructuring deals. We're going to be doing this and doing that, and I have all the confidence that this offseason, the Miami Dolphins are really going to go for broke and they're going to go all out and try to make this a real Super Bowl caliber roster this year. I have all the confidence. So y'all get ready, put your seatbelt on, get ready to shout, get ready to cheer, free agency, the draft and all of that. Get ready to be excited because you're going to hear some stuff happening. They're going to bring as much as they can in. They're going to be front loading. They're going to be pushing dead money. They're going to be renegotiating contracts, restructuring, because I believe Chris Greer knows that he got to win now or his future is in doubt. Because if Tua and company don't work out, his future is in doubt. So what does a GM do when he know his future is in doubt? When he don't put all of the chips on the table on his decisions? When they fired a coach and they went with his direction, all the chips are on the table. So he don't care nothing about the future. Hey, I'll use future capital. I got to go for it now. And they already started that last year. Giving up first-round picks for Tyreek and all that draft capital, going to get Chubb at the trade deadline. He's showing you that now. He's showing you that now. So at the end of the day, buckle your seatbelt. We're about to have a real roster this offseason. Will it be enough? Time will tell. I'll break down every move we make and tell you if I believe it's going to be enough, but we'll see. But I know that this is going to be the best version of the Dolphins team that you have ever seen. This will be the best version of this team that you have ever seen, at least my generation. And will it be enough? Time will tell. What we have this year, I guarantee will be better than next year. Be better than next year. And the only frustrating thing that I have with this team that I've always been frustrated about is that the way that we're built, we rely on so many hopefuls instead of and nothing's guaranteed. Don't get me wrong. But statistically, some things are more reliable than others. Y'all have to understand all the things that we rely on. Going into this season, what did I tell y'all? There's a chance Tua gonna get hurt regardless. He did. Season derailed, right? If Armstead get hurt, it's a wrap. What happened? We won one game without Armstead, and that was the last one and still couldn't score. The Jets game. I told y'all, Armstead miss a game, it's a wrap. I said, Tyreek miss a game, it's a wrap. Thank God Tyreek played the whole game. I mean, the whole season. I told y'all this. Oh, we going to have a run game this year. McDaniel specialized in the run game. I told you from camp, this team can't run the ball. We had 4 games this year that we ran the ball successfully. 4 games. And yeah, we tooted and made it seem like we had a run game in those 4 games. And we let people in their mind, they think that our run game was decent all season because of the 4 games that we absolutely tore it up. Like ran crazy. We don't have a run game. And in large part of why we don't have a run game is because we still don't have a solidified O-line. How do we get a solidified O-line? We got to go get a legitimate left guard and a legitimate right tackle. And then, even at the right tackle position, maybe what we have was enough if they didn't get hurt. I told y'all before, Austin Jackson coming off an injury ain't been the same. Hopefully he turns into a greater player this year at right tackle if he stays healthy. If he don't stay healthy, we're going to have issue over there too. What happened? What happened? I told you the run defense is going to be superior in the interior, but anything around the edge, teams are going to be able to run. Teams were able to run more on the outside than the inside on us. But overall, we had a good run defense, in my opinion. I also told you preseason, teams play zone coverage. Tua and company are going to shred them apart. Ain't nobody going to be able to stop us if they play zone coverage. I told you that in training camp. Because when we went to training camp, Tua was killing everybody in zone coverage. I told you they play man coverage, force the ball on the outside, send pressure. We the same old. And those teams that schemed for us did just about that. And we lost. It's too predictable. You go through this team from top to bottom, you know what's going to happen before it happened. Any little outlier is a shocker. And the only outlier we had this year was the cornerbacks playing decent with the injuries. Every replacement we put in wasn't great, but it was decent enough to survive, but we still didn't have enough. Still didn't have enough. So buckle your seatbelt. We are about to really have the best roster you've seen in a while. They're going to clear up some cap. They're going to restructure some contracts. They're going to find some money, and they're going to try to make this the best Dolphin version that they possibly can. And when they do that, know that we will officially be on the ultimate clock. You either get it done now or you ain't going to get it done with this team. There are major parts of this team that are going to be required to get it done this year, because if you don't, then you're screwed. And now here's where the fork meets the road. Here's the scary part that none of y'all thinking about nor talking about. Here's the scary part. I know we all want to live in a world where whatever moves we make this season, they're going to work out and our quarterback's going to stay healthy. He's going to play at a high level consistently. I know we want to believe that's a possibility. The truth of the matter is, it is a possibility. I really hope that happens. But let's not sit here and be gullible and just believe everything. We got to look at it both ways. They're going to have the best roster ever, and we're going to have a real shot to win a Super Bowl. That's one way, and I want to live in that direction. I want to encompass that aura all around me, because that is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be the best feeling in the world. But what we do on this channel, we give you every possibility, so when they all happen, we can say, hey, we told you this was a possibility. The alternative to that, ladies and gentlemen, is possibly more injuries, because we keep on investing in injury-riddled players and re-ing up their contracts. And also, can you get consistent high level of play at the most important position, which is the quarterback position, right? Here's where the rubber meets the road and the real fork is here. May 4th. May 4th, ladies and gentlemen. May 3rd or May 4th. The Dolphins are going to make a decision on a 5th-year option. That's where they either sell out or they're conservative. They're either going to sell out or they're going to be conservative. If they're conservative, they're not going to pick it up. But I'm here to tell y'all, I have no faith in the Miami Dolphins to do what's conservative and, I believe, in my opinion, wise. They're going to sell out. They're going to either pick up the 5th-year option, or the nuclear version of that is they don't pick up the 5th. They pick up the 5th-year option, but they actually do a 4 or 5 year contract extension instead of just the 5th-year option. And then what do you have if it doesn't work this year? And then what would you have if it didn't work this year? See, this is so classic Dolphins. They'll do something that'll impact them for the next 5 years and learn in year 1, yep, we made the wrong decision. But now you're stuck with it. Now you got to keep on playing Jenga. Take that piece away, put it up there, trying to figure out around the one piece that you know is the reason why you ain't never going to get it. And I'm not saying that piece won't get it, but you're gambling because you ain't got nothing solidified in 3 years that tell you that it would be a great move to do. You would be straight up gambling. Straight gambling. That's what you better look out for. If that contract extension or that 5th-year option is exercised, that's where that fork in the road comes. That's where the fork in the road comes. So time always tells, ladies and gentlemen. And as a Dolphin fan, we should all hope for the best. Hope for the best. Whatever decision they make, even if we feel like it's foolish, let's hope for the best. But at the same token, don't tell me on this channel I can't also talk about how it could set us back or it could be a bad decision. We discuss it all over here. We want our team to have nothing but the ultimate success. But I have to be the reason of logic. I have to be the person that is exercising logic. I am terrified of picking up a 5th-year option or a contract extension on a quarterback that we still don't know, who's still not proven to be a franchise quarterback. And it baffles me when I hear people tell me that 3 games this year was a sample size that should have shown you that we have a franchise quarterback. 3 games should have told me and has proven that, yeah, he's the answer. He's the franchise quarterback. 3 games. And hands down, they were 3 phenomenal games. Regardless of the level of competition being trash, they were 3 phenomenal games against the NFL team, and you got to give them credit for that. But God, dog, 3 games will tell you that? 3 games? When he had just as much or more terrible games? And for me, it's a no-brainer. They're not going to do it. But we root for the Miami Dolphins, and something in my spirit says that at some point in the next few months, Miami Dolphins exercise 5th-year option and do a contract extension, 5 years, whatever, millions. Something in my spirit tells me that is the Dolphin way. It's so Dolphin. It's so Dolphin. What's up, ISO Drake? Welcome back, homie. Anywho, man, I ain't gonna bore y'all that much longer. We over an hour. Gave you the breaking news. I'm gonna come back tonight. We're gonna chop it up some more. I'm gonna also play a little bit of Madden. Because I gotta get better. I absolutely suck. I just gotta be honest. But I ain't gonna suck for long. I'm gonna keep getting better. So don't be my first victim. Don't be the person that live in shame and take that first L, especially you ball game. Keep running. Don't take that first L. I see you in here talking. Don't take that L in Madden. But anywho, man, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, time always tells. Salute to Deshaun with the donation, said it's starting to feel like Greer is just like Tannenbaum. I don't know, man. It's just so much to navigate in that front office with the politics and everything. It's so much to navigate. So time will tell, y'all. Time will tell. But they do need to go get a corner. They need to go get a corner, okay? That's for sure. At this point now, they got to go get a corner and put Kohu and all of those guys where they belong as solid backups. They can give a rest on a specific down, and if somebody get hurt, we don't feel like we've fallen off the face of the earth, you know. So, but to have guys like that start the whole season, yeah, I believe in their upside. But listen, I ain't gambling on it when you got a 2-year window. I just can't. That's just me. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what. Hit that like button on your way out. Thank y'all for tuning in to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. And once again, like I said at the beginning of the stream, thank you to all my non-haters. Thank y'all for your love. Thank you for your support, because y'all make this channel what it is, and my haters can't stand it. So I appreciate y'all allowing me to stun on them every chance I get. I appreciate y'all for allowing me to stun on them every chance I get. Thank y'all. I love y'all for holding me down and being loyal. Appreciate it. Fins up no matter what. Fins up. Fins up. Repeat.